Hey.
Welcome.
Andrew.
Happy to have you here.
Yeah, nice to be here. I'm excited to be back. I've toured the facility before, but not with you. So excited to be going and doing the industry access behind the scenes with you.
Looking forward to showing you a bunch of new elements in the plant, some new people in the plant, and having a chance to talk about how we can partner together.
Awesome. Well, you're already a great partner, so there's that.
Okay.
So we definitely love that, and thank you for being a partner of ours.
You're very welcome. So again, I don't know the last time you were here, but the plant has grown quite a bit over the last 4 years. We officially moved into this building in 2020. Since then, the size of our business has more than doubled. So we've got quite a bit of material on the shop floor, quite a bit of activity going on. So I'll just ask that you be careful as we walk through the shop. As we walk through, I'll explain the different areas of the plant and what we do in each area. Just as a baseline, one of the things we've spent a lot of time on in the last 6 months is really improving our visual management of the business, really drilling into how we can improve our customer service through better on-time delivery and crisper communication across the shop floor. So as we walk around, you'll see Gemba boards throughout the facility that allow us to track open issues and track our performance by respective areas of the plant. So one of the things that's a little bit unique about IFS, as you're probably aware, is that we make all of our own controls in addition to pumps. So the first area you see on your left is our pump or our control building area. It's separated into 3 lanes: standard controls, custom controls, and then the highest end of our controls would be our Overwatch controls, which are the much larger controls you see going together with our Overwatch direct inline pump system. So this team is capable of providing controls that both go with our pumps and with other industry pumps, whether it's a deragger technology that we're incorporating or some of the other communications technology you see us build into our panels.
Have you always done that outside of your own pumps, or is that new?
So with the incorporation of the deragger technology, we can now retrofit that deragging capability into a competitor's pump and give ourselves a much broader audience to serve.
Awesome. I bet they like that.
They do, and it's a problem solver like most of the products we make. What you'll see on the left as we move through here is the first of our pump building cells. This is a hybrid cell that makes both BJM, these are BJM KZN series pumps, and Stancor pumps. This is Ernest and Jim, both working in our assembly area. They do wonderful work for us. These are the core of our offering. Those are our KZN and our P pump series. As we walk through the rest of the area, you'll see additional dedicated pump cells. And to our right, I have to apologize, it's a bit of a mess right now. This is our test cell. This is a core element to the differentiation of IFS. This is a fully automated test cell that allows us to test all of the submersible pumps and the direct inline pumps we make and ship to the marketplace. So any pump that's leaving this building is going to come with a fully documented curve and a demonstration that we've met the targeted performance for that item. This is a much smaller pump used for some of our smaller items, but we can test up to, so far largest we've tested is 300 horsepower in this particular unit, and up to the statistical capability of this is roughly 8,000 gallons a minute. We've run it up to 4,000 gallons, not much more than that. But that's a lot of water to be moving. It's above ground because of our close proximity to a river, so it's a little bit more complicated than some test stands you may see at some of our competitors. Something we're very proud of. Again, more of our BJM pump assembly and test cells.
What's going on there?
So this is a high temperature pump that Jose is assembling. High temperature pumps are oil filled to allow for better high temperature performance. So what Jose is doing right now is he's gone through some initial testing. He's taken that pump apart and he's taking the oil back out of it. In its final test, that'll get refilled with oil and be certified to operate at up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit continuously. So one of the few people in the industry, one of the only companies in the industry that can give you a submersible pump that it will do that.
Awesome.
Here, it again looks like a bit crazy. This is our Overwatch test cell. This is a great demonstration of the size range of our Overwatch units. The unit that Alan is working on right now. Alan, is that a 15 or a 30 horsepower unit you're looking at?
It's a 7.5 kilowatt.
That's a 10 horsepower. Okay, that's a 10 horsepower unit. To the right is a 200 horsepower unit that's going into an installation in France.
Wow.
So we have the ability to test these pumps. You'll see we've built a manifold that allows us to run and test multiple units at the same time. And really demonstrate the performance of these new inline pumps for us. This particular panel, which is for a municipality in Massachusetts, has been equipped with a full suite of communications and deragging technology and really represents the cutting edge of our Overwatch panels. It's got a touchscreen interface, full communications capability, and it's good to run. What you'll see here looks a little bit crazy, but these are swim lanes that directly feed material into our production cells. Material moves from our warehouse into our swim lanes and then directly to a production cell. What this allows us to do is visually see the load that we have in the plant and get a sense of how busy we are and what we need to be doing in terms of manned capacity. So you'll see the work we do here ranges from full pump builds, from all the base components, to a lighter touch, more modified approach where we're taking pumps out of our Italian facility as an example and modifying them for use in the US facility or in the US market. There's another example of an Overwatch unit that'll be shipping today. Again, a bit of a smaller unit. This particular one, I believe, may be going into a building trades or commercial application rather than a municipal application. Overwatch is our fastest growing product in the business by far. We've seen tremendous acceptance of this product across the municipal, commercial, and industrial markets. To our left is our pump inspection and teardown area where we do warranty inspections and do modifications of pumps for customers. Not a huge portion of our business, but certainly a significant service to our customer base. And this, as I mentioned, is one of our largest Overwatch units that's going into a wastewater and stormwater facility in France that will be serving a very large dairy producer in Western France.
You've got lots of connections as you've grown globally. You're bringing it back into the US and getting it ready or testing it and then sending it out.
So we have a facility that's a sister facility of ours producing Overwatch in Monselice, Italy. That facility typically focuses on smaller units up to about the size you see in that light blue unit. This large unit needed to be tested on our test stand because we simply can't test the same volume of water in Italy that we can in the US. So it's a matter of testing capability, in addition to the fact that we're doing some really unique impeller design work here. And that impeller design work all resides in our engineering department here in New Haven. This is an Overwatch mono pump design. What you'll see is an integrated pump housing with volute built together with the suction and discharge, and then incorporating, in this particular case, a 200 horsepower motor that will be used for a very large drainage facility associated with a dairy facility in France. So this is one of our larger units. It's a mono pump unit. You'll see we also make duplex units as the one over there. This particular unit will be paired with 4 other parallel pumps and manifolded together to make a quintuplex system. So it's quite a large installation in France. This particular one will end up in Laval, France. If you think about the things that differentiate IFS, in addition to the fact that we make parts and pumps that survive in conditions many of our competitors' pumps wouldn't survive in, it's the fact that we can respond to our customers faster than just about any pump company in the world. Part of the secret sauce to that is carrying the right inventory. So where we're standing today is our parts inventory. This allows us to create both new pumps and provide service parts at speed unparalleled in the market. So we've made a substantial investment here. Many people would call us crazy for having the level of working capital we do, but it's part of our secret sauce. It's what we do and it's how we win when we do. So you'll see this facility carries everything from pump housings to subcomponents to impellers and bearings. Everything you would need to either build or maintain a pump that's in service so we can keep you up and running as fast as humanly possible. We have a great team of people who all come to work wanting to do the right thing for the customer and the right thing for the business, and we all know each other. We're a small enough business where you get to know your team members and you appreciate what they do and the attitude they bring to work every day. So the fact that these folks feel comfortable ribbing me about something in a given day, or I can pick on them about something in a given day, makes a huge difference in the way we feel when we come to work.
Yeah, there's one of my first tours I ever went on 20 years ago. They talked about leading by walking around.
Yes.
And they knew everybody's name, and I think that's a huge difference in a company for sure.
It really is. I mean, these folks give us a really big portion of their day every day, and they come to work with the best of intention to do everything they can to take good care of our customers, and we cannot undervalue that. I mean, that means so much to all of us. It was funny, we had our ISO auditor in here in April to do our renewal audit for our ISO 9001 certification, and he made a point of walking the shop floor and talking to operators to make sure it wasn't just us putting together a bunch of slides. And he came back into the conference room. He said, I don't know what you've done. I don't know what you put in the water. He said, but everybody that I speak to here has a common theme. And that common theme is we're doing whatever we can to take good care of our customers. And he said, I don't know what you've done, but it's working.
You hired the right people.
And you know, it makes it a much more fun place to work. So this is an oil minder panel. This is a really important product for us that goes into the commercial market space. The beauty of this product is that it starts out with a board that we make and have developed over the years that we've modernized and made extraordinarily flexible. And what it allows us to do is build out around that board with custom controls for a given application. So in this particular case, this is going to go to a distributor. This is actually going to go to Canada and will likely end up at a Toronto hydro energy facility. So it's a customized solution just for them that builds around a core, formerly StanCore technology, and allows us to build out that problem-solving solution. Any other questions I can answer for you about the facility, about any of the products we have here?
Where did they go? I mean, you mentioned some direct places, but where is your core?
So if you look at the brands that came together to make up IFS, BJM historically was a heavily industrial supplier. So think about food processing plants, aggregate facilities, any place you have a pump that's going into a hazardous or challenging environment where you may be handling abrasives, solids, tough industrial applications. That was really the core of the BJM offering. The StanCore offering is also industrially based, but with more of a mining focus. And so the StanCore products have, on a legacy basis, gone into everything from coal to copper mining, gold mining, any manner of place where you need to do dewatering, potentially in an explosion-proof environment. And then the Overwatch product has spanned everything from commercial and residential applications all the way up to very large municipal installations, as we pointed out, up to hundreds of horsepower for large lift stations across wastewater networks. So it's a broad range of applications, again, ranging from industrial and commercial all the way to the larger municipal systems. The common theme being our ability to integrate a durable pump with a customized control and deliver an intelligent pumping solution. This is really the core of the messaging here, which is we can help you turn this mess and this maintenance issue into this clean, easy to operate, safe environment.